Spring has sprung, and it's time once again for the ultimate backyard makeover. We're here in West Hartford at the home of the lucky winners. But before you can start a project such as this, you have to have a plan. This is Scott. He's our landscape designer. It's great to have you on the program.
Thank you, Mark. It's good to be here.
So it's important to hire a landscape designer, correct?
It really is. On any project like this, it's very exciting for the homeowner, but they can quickly get overwhelmed. A lot of elements to the design, a lot of contractors to deal with, and a good designer will help them match those elements to the contractors and bring the whole project to completion.
And your design focuses on what?
Well, we're residential specialists. We design outdoor living spaces, naturalistic plantings, and we do everything with a low environmental footprint. And we're excited about this backyard because it's got a little bit of everything in it.
Well, I can't wait to see what's in store for us.
Let's go take a look.
This is really a clean slate, and I can't help but notice there's some overgrown shrubs here. Are you going to keep that in your design?
No, we're not going to. These unfortunately don't fit our plan, so they're going away along with the bluestone.
So what do you have planned for back here?
Well, everything revolves around our patio. 600 square feet, and the circle is 25 feet across. We've got a natural stone sitting wall in this area and a beautiful pergola over in this area. And right here, we've got a new shed for the homeowners to put all that stuff that doesn't fit anywhere.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Now, across the back here, it's kind of a mess, and there's some invasive species. We're going to remove those. We're going to clean things up. We're cutting in a nice, big, smooth bed line in here along the back of the property, which is going to sculpt in our lawn. And we'll do some naturalized plantings back here that hopefully will attract a few birds and butterflies and pollinators.
Scott, it sounds like a great plan. I'll let you get started. Meanwhile, I'm off to meet the family. Let me introduce you to the lucky family. First, we have Kabir, Aisha, Armin, and Emreen. Congratulations, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's take a moment and learn about how you first entered the Ultimate Backyard Makeover.
Oh, well, we saw the ad on the newspaper, Hartford Courant, and we decided that we need to apply for that because since we moved in this new house, we've been working from top to bottom of this house.
On the inside?
Inside. We look at the backyard, it was like, I mean, nothing.
It needed some help. So are you excited for your new backyard makeover?
Oh, yes.
Now let's take a look and see what Scott's up to.
It's the first day of the Ultimate Backyard Makeover, and we've got a great patio garden that we're going to build this week. But before we can get to that, we've got a lot of preliminary work that needs to get done. That starts with taking down this tree. This is Marshall from the yard group. Marshall, this tree's awful close to the house. How are we going to get it down?
Today, because of the proximity of the house, we'll be roping the tree down in pieces, each limb, and then slowly chunking the main stem down. We have Justin up in the tree now, and it looks like he's ready to go.
Whenever you've got a licensed arborist on site, it's a great idea to have them walk the property to try and identify any other potential problems, come up with a plan of action. Marshall, what'd you find?
In this sugar maple in the front yard, we have a large lateral split in one of our limbs. While we're here on site, we're going to remove it safely. It's in a position over the power lines and over the corner of the house. If we were to wait for that limb and leave it and it fails, it could cause some serious injuries or property damage. While we're here in the tree, we're also going to install a couple of support cables to strengthen the overall structure of the crown of the tree.
We've got our tree work done now, and now it's time for drainage. We've got a couple of leaders coming off the roof that are going into this patio. This is Jim from the yard group, and he's going to tell us how we're going to get rid of that.
Well, Scott, any outdoor project of this extent, you need to address the groundwater and the gutter and the water coming off the house. So in this project, we're going to run off the two gutters a 4-inch solid pipe to the backyard to recharge the groundwater and also to prevent water from collecting on the patio.
To maintain the ultimate backyard, well, you're going to need the proper equipment, and that means Husqvarna. We have here Stetson and Matt, and let's talk to you first, Stetson. What do we need to know when we're buying a lawnmower?
Well, the great thing with Husqvarna is it's a 3-in-1 machine where you can mulch, bag, or side discharge with the machine, and they either make them in self-propelled or in push.
That's great information. Now, when it comes to a trimmer, Matt, what do we need to know about a trimmer?
You need to know what kind of trimmer you want. You can get a curved shaft, straight shaft, or a split shaft. A split shaft trimmer will give you more options. You can add attachments to it. So whatever you need for your yard, Husqvarna will supply it.
Thanks, Matt. Two great tools for you to use to maintain your own ultimate backyard.
The Ultimate Backyard Makeover is brought to you by Carefree Small Buildings, the Yard Group, and Liberty Bank.
For the Chowhurries, the backyard is just the beginning to their renovations. Liberty Bank also provided a gift of $500 towards additional improvements.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Backyard Makeover, brought to you by Nicolock, Greenview, Morandi Ford, Cedar Mountain Stone and Mulch, and Big Y World Class Markets.
Container gardening is a wonderful way to create a pop of color in an unexpected place, such as a porch or a patio. But once you fill a large container, they can be impossible to move. Here's a great idea for you. Take empty water bottles and fill the base of your container halfway, then backfill with soil. Not only will this save you money by not needing so much soil, it will also make them a lot easier to move around.
Well, things are coming right along here at the Ultimate Backyard Makeover. We've got our pad set for our shed. Our stone's been delivered for the wall and the steps. And we've got our patio excavated and an area set for our pergola. We're making great progress on the patio. Jim, half the base is in, and why is it so important to have a good base?
Well, just like the footing or foundation of your home, the base of the patio is the most important aspect of the patio. What we're doing here is we're applying 8 inches of crushed stone underneath the patio, and we're giving an inch pitch within 24 feet for water runoff. This will ensure water runoff in the longevity of your patio. I want to show you what we're doing with the stone wall here. Kevin just made a nice cut on this one stone here. We're going to install one more 38-inch piece, an accent piece pillar, and 2 steps up to the next level.
Sounds great.
Okay, good. So you're going to have the step coming off right this way, going up.
We're glad to have Carefree Small Buildings back again with us this season. They brought us a shed the last couple of years. This year they brought us a shed, and they brought us something special. This is Brian from Carefree Small Buildings. Brian, how are you?
I'm well, Scott, and you?
You brought us a pergola, and we're very excited about this because we get to provide a little shade for our homeowners on this beautiful patio garden. Tell us a little bit about the pergola.
Sure. We took an 8x10 pergola, composite decking, all pressure treated, therefore you don't have to worry about rot, decay, things like that. Painted it white, be a nice contrast with flowering vines and plants and so forth.
Excellent. Now, we want to pick out a pergola. What's the process? How do we go about picking one out for our own yard?
Sure. Everything we do is going to be custom based. So the size will be scaled to your particular location. It could be a pergola, it could be a gazebo, it could be a shed, it could be a screen porch. We do just about everything at Carefree. We've been doing it for the last 30-odd years, second generation, family-owned business in Connecticut.
Well, thanks a lot, Brian. We're really excited to have a pergola as part of this backyard makeover.
Can't wait to see it when it's all done.
I think some of the biggest advantages of the F-150 is that you can get a quad cab and you're able to get your family inside the vehicle, and also the utility of the vehicle. It means that you have the bed in the back and you're able to go to different places, and if you have to pick up bigger items, it's a lot easier for you than in a conventional car. They may not fit in the trunk, but with the F-150 you're able to get those in the bed of the vehicle. It also has a tailgate step, which makes it easier for you to get in and out of the back of the vehicle, so you don't have to jump in and out all the time.
Well, central to our patio garden is the patio itself, and we're excited about two features in the paver that we've chosen. One is the circle accent in the middle of the patio. The other is the actual size of the pavers themselves, which give this patio a great feel. I'm here with John from Nicolac Pavers. John, tell us a little bit about these pavers.
Well, Scott, the paver that was chosen for this project is called Stone Ridge XL, and they are a larger scale paver. They've also been matched with the circle kit that's made exclusively for that product. And once again, you do have larger pavers about the size of 18 by 18 that helps you span that big size. Nicolac uses an exclusive patented process called Paver Shield when manufacturing our pavers. Paver Shield is where we concentrate sand, cement, and color on the top of the paver. We also saturate the body with color. This makes the paver more resistant to freeze thaw and also adds to the life of the paver.
Well, our homeowners have chosen a great color. It matches all the elements of this patio garden, and I think they're really going to like it.
I know they'll love it.
Behind every luscious lawn, there's a great fertilizing program, and I have that right in front of me. Larry, why is it important to fertilize?
Well, Mar, the lawn has demands for the nutrients that are in the program, and this Greenview program provides all the nutrients necessary for the lawn throughout the course of the year. It also has weed controls to prevent weeds from taking it over.
And this is something that anyone can do.
Absolutely, very simple to do. One other point, you might want to make sure your lawn is properly limed for acidity levels for good growth, and it's cut properly too. Outside of that, simple as 1, 2, 3, 4.
And Larry, how do you find Greenview?
Greenview is available in most lawn and garden centers and hardware stores. Just go in and ask for it by name.
The Ultimate Backyard Makeover is brought to you by Blue Heron Landscape Design, Skyline Quarry, Wolf Electric, Connecticut Lighting Centers, and Monrovia. Welcome back to the Ultimate Backyard Makeover, brought to you by local Husqvarna dealers Butler Power Equipment and Giant Oak Power Equipment, Awnings and Rooms Unlimited, and Stonehenge Landscape and Garden Center.
If you're planting a garden, why not consider a vegetable garden or even something as simple as an herb container right off your back door? The best vegetable gardens are always close to the kitchen, so putting it by your door is a great way to have easy access. Let's not forget, once you plant your vegetables and herbs, you can also complement it with perennials for some great texture and interest.
Well, anytime you're working on an outdoor project, you've got to deal with the weather. It's no different for us here at the Backyard Makeover. We had rain come and go, left us a big mess. Not to worry though, we'll have everything cleaned up and reseeded by the end of the project.
So normally when someone would install a patio, they would think to use sand. We're using a polymeric sand, which after it's swept in, we then use water to activate it, and then it becomes concrete-like. If something were to fall from the sky, such as a tree falling or something else, and break one of the Nicolac stones, we could then apply water, activate it, which makes it pliable. We can take that brick out, put a new one in, redo the polymeric sand, and you would never know the difference.
I'm here at Connecticut Lighting Centers with Jim Meltzer. Jim, landscape lighting has really helped us make our landscapes and gardens an extension of our indoor living spaces. How does one go about choosing fixtures and designing a system?
It's a good question. Whether you're a professional like yourself or a consumer, if you come to Connecticut Lighting Centers, we have a trained staff to help design your landscape lighting. We have a great display of landscape lighting, including outdoors where we have them all lit.
Well, Jim, for our project, the Ultimate Backyard Makeover, you suggested that we use LED fixtures. Why did you suggest those, and what are the advantages?
One of the biggest advantages of the LED is that the light source is much smaller. This allows the designers to make the fixtures more sleek. And when we place the fixtures in our lighting designs, we allow them to actually do what they're supposed to do, which is light the landscape and not be that visible. Another great feature of LEDs is they're so efficient to operate that the cost is about 25% of what it normally would be for regular low voltage fixtures. Maintenance is like non-existent because they last so long. And I don't know about you, but I don't like changing light bulbs. And with LEDs, you don't have to.
What we have here is an LED pathway light. The nice thing about LED lights is not only do they not attract bugs, but they're very energy efficient. The homeowner sees virtually no change in their electrical bill.
We're approaching the final stages of the Backyard Makeover. We've got all of our hardscaping done, the planting and mulchings have been finished, and right now the yard group is busy spreading topsoil, getting ready for hydroseeding.
So, Kabir, Aisha, what do you think of your new backyard?
Wow.
Pretty impressive, right?
It's beautiful. Wow. Shade that you got over there. And that will be excellent for us because we need to put a lot of stuff and we didn't have much space. And
But we noticed the garage doesn't have much room, so now you got lots of room out in the shed.
Exactly. And there's some lights I see over there in the yard. What's
You
that?
do see some lights. That is landscape lighting, and that is more for the ambiance at night. When you guys are out here at night, these are all LED lights. They're not going to attract bugs, and it's going to light up all the different parts of this patio. You can sit out here and have a great experience at night.
Scott, what an incredible transformation.
Thanks a lot, Mara. We had great contractors working on this project. We also faced our usual weather challenges this year, which we were able to push through. We had some things that were different this year, though. We were able to locally source some quarried stone for our walls from Skyline Quarry right here in Connecticut. And of course, we had our Nicolot pavers, which are manufactured also here in Connecticut. And of course, we want a big thank you to the yard group, because quite frankly, without them, this project just would not happen.
Well, the ultimate backyard deserves a party for friends, family, and neighbors. So let's join the fun, right?
Sounds great.